G'day everyone, Jason here with a review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates from Super 7. This is Donatello, the one and only turtle, the bestest in the world. So you'll see it comes with a slipcase with the sewer lid logo there with the grimacing turtle, and we've got the little bit of the bow staff on either side there. And the sort of shell pattern, Super 7, Donatello's name here, age 14 and up. On the top, we'll come down, we have the Ultimates, and on the back we have the classic logo, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Contents, one figure with accessories from Super 7. So that is the outside slipcover. So we'll try pulling that off, if we can do that one-handed, to reveal the figure inside. So here we have the lovely box, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Donatello, and there is Donnie in all his glory, as well as all of the accessories. We've got the sort of brick motif with a bit of graffiti around the side, and then we come on to the back, and we have the Turtles logo. We have a power box with some stickers on it, and then Donatello, the Turtles' crazy genius. So there is his little spiel. Donatello is the best idea turtle you'll ever find. He's the brains of the group and the designer of the turtle vehicles. Rather than use his bow or brawn, Donatello would prefer inventing some device or clever apparatus to foil the foe. Still, Donnie's one powerful reptile with his staff, which enables him to parry, vault and crush. Even Donnies get turtle-sized pleasure in stomping the foot. So there we have Super 7 and Nickelodeon, Cowabunga, written in the graffiti, and we're back around to the front, and then just the logo on the top. So let's crack open Donnie and take a look at him outside the packet. Okay, so here is Donnie out of the box. So he comes with two fists, two sort of gesturing hands, and I don't know if it's picking up in the camera, but the fingernails are painted a slightly different color to the rest of the hand, and then he's got two sort of loose grips or tight grips, one a slightly different grip to the ones that come in the box. He has a different head mold, so he's got a more stoic sort of ninja-y sort of look with the eyes, and then we've got the little bandana at the back. He comes with two painted up bow staffs. Now these are really nice. They're solid. There's not much flexibility in them at all. They've got that wrap with a bit of a wash on it, and they've got the wooden sort of pattern in there with the wash on it as well. We then have the painted, I don't know if it's called a tofu, but basically looks like something that you'd use in Jaws to bring a shark in to land it on a boat. And then we've got the pizza slicer. I don't know what that's called either. And then a small version of the pizza slicer. So basically some stabbing weapons, and then some shurikens or ninja stars. We've got the turtle communicator open and the turtle communicator closed. We've got a slice of pepperoni pizza, and then as a nostalgic kick, he comes with all of his weapons in the brown on the sprue still. So just like with the original action figure, you'd break off the weapons and they'd all be in the one color. And it doubles as a stand for the weapons. So when you break them all off, the middle portion still stands up, and you can then stand your weapons against them with the little back. There's little holes there on the back and everything like that. So yeah, that's a nice sort of nostalgic attachment. And there is Donnie in all his glory. So that is everything that he comes with. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so here is Ultimate Donnie. So he's got a nice heft to him. Really cool. He's got the back little sort of strap around his, which is made of a very soft material, which is really good. So it actually gives you that sort of, looks like leather. It's got the leather pattern on there. We've got the big D on the front. So yeah, that's very flexible, and I'm assuming attached by these two little here, you might be able to take it off, but I'm not going to try. But you do have a place for your bow staff on the back. Just have a look at the detail on the back of the shell there. There's a few slices in it, a couple of deep slices there. Really nice pattern on the actual green part of the shell. Yeah, overall, just an amazing looking figure. So there we have Donnie's head. So the head sculpt on this one, there is a little bit of a pattern in the purple. He's got a little bit of a frowned brow there as well. And then we have the very rubberized part here at the back. So with his head, I do love it. It's that classic sort of turtle gritting their teeth, ready for battle. So we've got paint on the teeth. There's a few little misses there, but again, very reminiscent of the original action figure. And Donnie is in that sort of browny sort of green color. So he's a darker sort of brown than the rest of the turtles, greeny brown. But head is on a ball, so it can turn left and right. He can look down, not really much down, but he can look up quite well. So he can look up like that, look down a little bit. So he'd have to take on Shredder and Bebop and be looking up. Yeah, as I said, left and right, a little bit of tilt, so you can get a little bit of a quizzical sort of look. And then we come down to the arms. So the arms go all the way up. We've got a rotation here at the bicep. We've got a single elbow with the elbow pads. Again, they're in the more squishy sort of bendable material. And then a wrist with a rocker. And is there a rotation? Yep, so there is a rotation also at the elbow. And then, yeah, the arm will go all the way around and out. So that's it's the same articulation as the old He-Man classics. So this Ultimate line is based on that sort of those standard sort of joints. Now I don't know, you can see under his arm there is the lighter green, and that is a rubberized material. So this front section is rubberized, but there is a nice texture on there. There's some little dings and scratches, a bit of a sign of battle. You've got the veins in the arm, just as a homage to the old Playmates toys. And then you have the legs. So his leg goes up to about there, and then single joint at the knee. There's a bit of paint sort of floating around in there. Rubberized on the knee pad. There's a rotation obviously at the knee as well. Very good calves. He's obviously been riding his bike. And then we have a foot that rocks left and right. It goes, wow, that goes down a lot. Comes up a lot as well. No toe articulation, but the toenails are a different color to the rest of his body. So yeah, so his leg goes back a little bit. It comes out to the side quite well actually. So he can do a good sort of kick. You could have a bit of action happening there. And then there's a bit of a sort of a torso like movement. I don't know. Oh, there is a twist in there as well. So it looks like you can twist the body that's underneath the overlay, which the overlay is the yellow front shell, the little green part, and it must come in behind the actual hard shell on the back. But you'll notice there's also there's wrinkles in the back of the neck, there's wrinkles at the top of the legs, there's wrinkles and some really nice stuff here on the toes and the hands, with the veins, and then the painted fingernails, or the different colored fingernails for the turtle. So he stands really well by himself. He's basically, yeah, he's very nice in the hand, feels very nice. And as I said, this stuff is great. It feels like it's actually a leather strap there around him. So let's see how he holds his bow staff. Now I don't know if this hand is the one to use. It might actually be one of the other hands. So what we'll do is we'll pull this one out. So they just pop out, and then we'll go with, if I can find it over here. So it might actually be easier to put the bow staff in first. Probably slide it in. That's probably the best way to do it. So yeah, you do need this more open hand, which doesn't come on him in the packet. And then you can pop that in. Ooh, we can pop that in. So it's got the little wrist pick, very tight. There, nice, good click. So there we have Donnie with his bow staff. And then we'll have a look at the other head on him. So if we pop off, I don't know how easy these will pop off. Yep, there we go. So it has a bit of a longer, so he has a yeah, a ball joint there in the head. There we go. So that's the more sort of stoic look, and he has a longer bandana. So that's Donnie's bow staff, and I'm assuming he can hold like other things. I think this hand that comes in the packet is probably to hold the shurikens, like, because you can get a nice tight grip on them. Maybe even the pizza you could slide in there. And then if we look at the back, we can use our second bow staff, and this should just slide through these two little loops here. So you can have his bow staff on the back, and there we have Donatello.